Clean the mocos. All right, welcome everyone to tonight's training. Tonight we are going to be training on how to film the best video for Instagram. And this video, these tactics I'm going to be teaching you this evening can be translated onto different platforms. But just after years and years of filming, being behind the camera, after years of being prospected for potential television shows, years of YouTubing for family and channels and things like that, I've pretty much condensed everything to I think like the hyper focuses should be. And tonight I'm going to give you a few points. I'm waiting for the marketing team to get the presentation back over to us so I can show you slides. But here are the major points that we're going to be touching on tonight. Number one will be the best practices to film with an iPhone. If you have an Android, I'm sorry that you're going through that. Number two, we're going to discuss changing your camera settings, upgrading the camera settings. The third thing we're going to be discussing tonight will be, one moment, going through the notes, best practices for your videographer. So just a quick show of hands. By a show of hands, how many of you have hired a videographer to film your video and were disappointed with the outcome, regardless if it was a small disappointment or a big disappointment? Show of hands. Yeah, it should be everyone. It should be everyone. Very rarely does a video guy film your video perfectly the first time. Very rarely does that happen. And so today I'm going to tell you the best practices for your videographer to make them better, to film you in a better light. We're going to go over the best apps that I use for cell phone for video marketing. And then we're also going to discuss the video script very lightly tonight. This is more about how to film it, not what to say on your camera. And then lastly, we're going to open it up with Q&A. Oh man, wow, my video guy just sent me the slides. Let me get this open. This guy, I owe him dinner. Really, this guy, I put him through a lot of, I feel bad for him, man. I put him through a lot. So shout out to my marketing guy. All right, here we go. Before we get started, I'm going to show this screen to you. And I know I said at the very end, we're going to do Q&A, but I do encourage you guys to jump in whenever you want to have, to engage in dialogue with me. All right, I'm going to show you some of my best performing videos that I have on social media, and then I'm going to help you guys dissect them, and then we're going to go into the fundamentals. We do have a hard stop at 8 o'clock tonight, so if you have to jump off early, go ahead. If you want to stay on to that full time, go ahead and interject anytime that you have questions. All right. Where's my desktop too? Here we go. All right. Can you guys help me? Let me know if you guys can see that entire screen. Yes. Yeah. Awesome. All right. And then when I play the video, you guys please let me know if you can hear the sound. Sound? No sound?
No sound.
Okay.
No sound.
Thank you. Let me get this figured out. Let me try taking out my headphones.
You shouldn't walk away from this week. Or at least should not.
If you guys can all please mute your mics. Everyone, please have your mics muted. Thank you.
Iskaya is a different type of master plan community, offering schools, shops, recreation centers, and so much more. This property was built by Shea Homes. It is a Seville Plan 2, and this is a home tour you're going to want to stick around for. And as I walk inside from the backyard, you're going to know.
Okay, we're going to pause it right there. Can you guys tell me why might that video be as engaging as it was? Why do you see, what's so attractive about that video? Not everyone at once.
I would say the fast transitions.
Okay, fast transitions. I love that. Why else might that be one of my best performing videos that I had to put no money behind?
Lighting.
Lighting. Well, that's the first one. Lighting. Why else? Why else that might be my best performing video?
I like the way, Gabe, that you were walking in, and it seems like the camera, everything was going in like really smooth with your body, like what do you call it? Your momentum.
Yeah.
It
So
just looked really smooth to me.
So yes, really good, Patty. That is the positioning of my body within the camera
Right.
frame. And we're going to talk about that in a second also. So yes, lighting that. What else?
Your body language.
A lot of expressions with hands and faces, and we're going to talk about that in a second too. Yes. There's one other element that we haven't touched on.
You started with the hook.
Boom, started with the hook. That was it. Watch the video again.
Iskaya is a different type of master plan community, offering schools, shops, recreation centers, and so much more. This property was built.
So when I'm walking through this video, I hook you automatically. My audience isn't everyone. My audience is one person. I'm looking for that person who's looking in this development called Iskaya. That's who I'm looking for. So on the screen at the very beginning, it said Iskaya. My ad copy says Iskaya. The words that come out of my mouth say Iskaya. And so now if you're reading it, I stop you. If you're auditorial and you're listening to it, I stop you. And then because I've captured your attention with the hook, that's the first thing that I did to get your attention. All the other elements come into play too. Had I said Iskaya and there was poor lighting, my head was cut off at the forehead, and the audio, which no one brought up, was of bad quality, I wouldn't have kept your attention. I got your attention, I wouldn't have kept it. The reason I continue to keep your attention through all of it was because of those other elements. But yes, the hook was number one. Can you guys see this screen? This new one that I changed it to? Yes? Okay. Let's do one of our best performing videos. Here.
Así como fluye el agua, pudiera fluir el flujo de efectivo en los bienes raíces. Solo que mayoría.
Do you guys see this advertising that we accidentally popped up on the screen? Yeah, okay. That is a lot going on right there. Do you see the poor quality in which it's filmed? Do you see the multiple different text he has on the screen? Do you see the different colors and fonts that he has? That is way too loud, way too busy, and the quality of the video is pretty poor. Now, the hook was great because he had caught my attention with the water hose, and he started having a conversation, but there's so much going on that I'm lost at that point. And you have 3 seconds to capture my attention. Here's my best performing video.
Well, right now I'm on the way to go pick up my girlfriend. So many different feelings and thoughts. My girlfriend thinks it's our 2-year anniversary and we're going to take family photos. I'm gonna ask her.
What's the number one emotion that captures any person's attention?
Fear.
Fear is great, but it's not the first that'll get you to look into something or do something that you're not used to or put you in a dangerous situation. What's the number one emotion that'll capture your attention and get you to do something you normally would not do?
Suspense.
No, not suspense.
Curiosity.
Oh, curiosity. That's it. Curiosity killed the cat. People will put themselves in dangerous situations. They will do more than they're supposed to. They will research more than they should because they are curious. It's the number one emotion that piques all people's interest, curiosity. Well, what happened? That's what I want to know. And here I'm piquing people's curiosity. This is why this video did so well with 0 advertising dollars. I piqued curiosity. The quality of the video was amazing. We filmed it in 4K. The audio was very clear, and I'm piquing your curiosity at that point. You can do that in the video, and you can also do that on your thumbnail. Can you guys see this little circle cursor that I'm making around my thumbnail? Take a look at the thumbnail. Now you see someone standing in the front, you see this woman, and you see her hand under her eye as if she's wiping a tear away. And then you see this big crowd you see someone right behind her taking a powerful stance. So everyone's looking in one direction and you see balloons. So it piques your curiosity to take a look at it. Now, if you look at the caption of the video, the perfect proposal, warning, you will cry. Automatically, when they see that caption, that title, what's the first thing that you're going to think when I tell you you're going to cry?
I'm not gonna cry.
That's exactly it. I'm not going to cry. I'm going to be the first person not to cry in this video. What are you talking about? I'm not going to do it. But it piques your curiosity. So now I've gotten you to stop with the thumbnail. Thumbnails are important.
Iskaya is a
Look at
different
this.
type of master plan.
All of my videos that I have thumbnails. Now, the only ones that don't are my live videos, but everything else that I put does. Marketing training at Latitude. One of my biggest prayers was answered. Latitude 2022. This one over here when I'm looking like a thug, cruising. Right here, training, managing your file during escrow. Right here, new to real estate, what should I do? What should you do? Right there, my prayers were answered. Every one of my videos that's done after, not done live. These are all lives right here. You can see these are all live videos. Have a thumbnail. My YouTube videos all have a thumbnail. You see my wife right here. You see she's yelling. She's gonna be really mad that I showed all of you guys this, but you see her yelling right here like a banshee. And then you see this dark little alien, purple looking alien thing, which is my son. That
Gabe, you're sharing your screen. Sorry.
What's that?
I don't think you're sharing your screen.
You guys, am I sharing my screen with you guys or no?
Yeah, we
I
can see
think,
it.
yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry, Steph, I'm not sure. You might have to just shut it down and come back in.
Okay.
So you're going to see here 250,000 views on YouTube because I showed that. We've been waiting for you. Emotional birth vlog. We're piquing curiosity in all the videos. And we quickly go into a hook with all of our videos that we film. So everything's very fast. And I'm not going to say, I'll show you a couple more examples just so you guys can kind of see.
About 29 passes, it would shut down my clinic. And I could.
All right, we're not going to listen to that. I'm not here to show you guys anything like that right now. So I need to upgrade to the YouTube Premium so we don't have any advertising while we're doing these trainings. That is also not part of the video. Here we go.
Because that was everyone, but he's never seen this before, so I don't know. Welcome back to our channel, guys. So I'm trying to keep my voice down because Gabe's upstairs. I'm gonna be pranking him today. So this is gonna be a little prank and a little loyalty test. So it's pretty early in the morning. Gabe's getting ready to leave for an appointment that he has for work.
Okay, so right off the bat, you see her eyebrows are way different and a lot larger than they are today, but that's not the point of the video. The point of the video is that she's right in your face. So if you take a look at the beginning of the video, we do something that creates, so look at.
Welcome back.
Her hand is on the screen and it quickly goes away. And then we added a sound effect in the background that made a little swoosh sound. So quickly we catch your attention visually, we catch your attention auditorily, and then we have your curiosity because it says period prank, reaction not expected. So now we're piquing your curiosity. Well, what was your reaction? Oh my gosh, a period prank, what does that look like? These all things make you get very curious about our video and want to stay there. Now I've captured your attention and now it's about keeping your attention. And as you can see, she's very close up on the video. Her eyes are right there. She's in your face. We have little music in the background. Pay attention to the light music that we have in the background.
Our channel, guys. So I'm trying to keep my voice down because Gabe's upstairs.
Now you can hear this little mischievous tone that's going on in the background. So you want to make sure that the sound that you have matches the, I guess you'd say the atmosphere of the video. You wouldn't want to have a very hip hop kind of song like, it wouldn't make any sense. You want to have something that's a little more curious with it. So that's that right there. Another very high performing video that we've had in the very past. Let me see if I can find it quickly for you guys. It's one of the best listing videos that we've ever done. It got shared tons of times. And it also encompasses some of the fundamentals I'm going to be teaching you in a second. And please, during these awkward transitions where I have nothing to show you in the moment, go ahead and ask questions. If you have maybe a personal question you want to ask about video marketing, go ahead as I look for the video. Otherwise, we can all sit here in silence together.
Where do you create your thumbnails at for Instagram?
The thumbnails for Instagram, I make them on the app called, I'll give you the name of the app right now. Typorama. You can also go to onlinejobs.ph and you can outsource that to a virtual assistant. My virtual assistant, I have unlimited marketing edits and requests unlimited marketing requests, and he charges me $100 per week. So I send a lot of my videos over to him and edits and thumbnails, and he does a lot of those for me too. So if you see these videos right here with the borders, this is kind of old school, but check this out.
Hello, everyone. Gabe Mendez live out of El Cajon, California. Today's an exciting day because I'm with my friends and we just closed escrow on their home here in El Cajon. It's a special day because
take a look at the
29
bar on the
years since
bottom.
they lived here. They raised their family, their grandchildren, and
so we're looking at things like that. He did that for me at no extra cost. I think it was like $100 that he did that. And I might have passed the video already because I was trying to multitask. And if I can't find it on this next scroll, I'm just going to disregard it. But it is, I think, the second or #1 best performing video on my Instagram. And it's a listing video. It encompasses all, and listen, sometimes you can try to do the video over and over again, and it's just a miss. It just doesn't work. For whatever reason, the algorithm sometimes likes to hate. Oh, here it is. This is it.
what's going on, Soul Squad? It's your boy Gabe Mendez, and today we're at 2735 Sparta Road, Unit 3, located in East Lake, California. It's a little dark. Let's adjust this lighting. Perfect. As soon as you walk in, you'll notice the open concept, 9-foot ceilings, upgraded lighting, upgraded granite countertops, upgraded stainless steel appliances, upgraded vinyl window shutters, upgraded windows, and upgraded laminate wood flooring. But you know what's better than all that? The second floor. Let's go check it out. Let's go. There's lights again. More light. More light. As soon as you walk upstairs, you'll notice a grand master suite. Upgraded window shutters, upgraded windows, his and her sink in the master bath, 2 master closets. It is huge. But that's not all. Let's check out the rest. And as we backpedal through the hallway, enough workspace for those people who want an office. To my left, a dedicated laundry room. To my far left, another bedroom. To my right, another full bath. And to my right again, another bedroom. So you can tell it's a lot of work to sell this home. It's going to sell fast. Make sure you click the link below, contact us, or just send me a direct message. We'll see you later. Peace.
All right. So that is the second best performing video that I have on video marketing in terms of like listing videos. There's a lot of other videos that I've created in the past that obviously do much better than that. But that is the best when it comes to a listing. All right. I have my slide deck up. Give me a sec to pull it up. How to record the best video for IG. Let's rock and roll. All right, best practices with an iPhone. So you're going to want to change your camera settings. We're going to talk about best practices when recording yourself, post-recording tips. So let's talk about camera settings that you want to have for your iPhone. Go into this. So if you're filming with your phone, iPhone, go into your settings, and I want you guys to change your automatic settings to filming to 30 frames per second. So you're going to go into your settings section. You're going to go into camera, and you're going to change that to 30 frames per second. Don't worry about what that means in a moment. Just change that first. You're also going to add a grid to your video. So in that settings section, you want to make sure that you have, can you guys see my screen? Do you guys see those little lines that I have on the screen? Right there. Do you guys see the lines that I have on my screen? Can you guys give me some thumbs up? This is why we need cameras on. All right, cool. So that will give you the positioning of your, that'll give you the positioning of your body where you are. So if you sometimes have a problem, like where should you stand, where should you be? Those lines on the screen will tell you where you should stand. So now I know my head is at the top of the screen. Now I know it's cut off. So I want to keep my body in the middle of that whole frame. Have the grid on your screen. When recording yourself, when you're recording yourself, selfie video, you have a selfie stick, whatever that is, you want to make sure that you leave half of the top mid square empty. Let me show you an example. Here is there's a camera right here. And if you look, I'm going to show my finger. You guys can see the, just another thumbs up. Can you guys see the lines on the screen on my monitor? Yeah. Okay. Now, what you want to do is you want to leave half of this square up here, the middle, half this space between your head and the top of the screen. If you can, try to get it down to the lower third. But the maximum amount of real estate that you want to use is halfway. So this is where my finger is. That's where your head should be. Your head should not be touching the top of the screen. Halfway on the top of the box. When recording yourself, use a ring light or record in front of a window with natural light. I've seen tons of poor videos out there that had massive potential to do really, really well, but the lighting was terrible. Get a ring light. They make portable ring lights for your cell phone. You might see some of those women who are very extra in the club. They got that big ring light on their phone, so they're taking selfies. Nothing bad about it. I think it's friggin' amazing. I think it's really good. You want to make sure that you're really investing in your business. There's nothing worse than filming a listing video with your phone, a tour with your phone, and the lighting is horrible. You might think it looks great, but to your audience, it looks terrible. We are constantly being marketed to, and you have to make sure that yours stand out amongst the rest in a good way. Poor lighting will make you stand out, but in a bad way. Other tips for lighting: make sure that you have a window directly in front of you so that you capture that natural light. Now, if your background isn't the most aesthetically pleasing when you're filming yourself, then you have to find a different location. You also want to film during golden hour. Does anyone know when golden hour is?
I think it's like in the morning, 7 or 8 a.m. and then in the evening again.
Yes, you have
Around
golden
that
hour.
time.
Who else? That's partially right. Yes. Golden hour. You have golden hour in the morning. You have golden hour in the evening, when the sun is rising and when the sun is setting. When it's just coming up.
I would think that it would be probably when almost the sun is like mid going down.
Yep.
Like, let's just say 4 or 5 o'clock. What do they call it? Sundown or something like that?
Yep. Sundown, sunset. Exactly.
Right.
Yeah, Patty, you were 100% right. That's exactly it. This allows you to have the most softest natural sunlight possible. When it's 12 o'clock and directly above you, it's the harshest light. It's going to create the most blemishes on your face. It's going to show the impurities. It's going to be very harsh on your eyes to keep open. If you want a softer look, do it during golden hour outside. You want to use a wireless mic with your cell phone. There's the internal mic on an iPhone is great, but when you're filming far away, and let's just say maybe you don't have a budget to film and you can't hire a video guy and you need to do it yourself. Well, when you're inside doing a video tour, which these phones do really, really well anyways, when you're inside filming, you want to make sure that you purchase an external mic that's wireless. And here's some examples of a wireless mic that you guys can get. And this is what I use for my cell phone when I'm filming on my phone. Oh, darn it. I closed the screen. Wait, no, I didn't. It's right here. Is it? Oh, yes. I'm such a gangster. It's right here. So good. Wow. All right, here we go. Boom. Thumbs up. Can you see it? Perfect. These are the best, in my opinion, the best wireless mics that you can use for your cell phone. They're compatible with your cell phone. Invest a couple of $100 on getting a wireless mic. You plug it in, and there's that. All right, so here you go. Let me show you. Take a look at my screen. Here's my mic. There it is. And then I connect it to my phone via Bluetooth, or there's an adapter you can plug into the bottom depending on the one that you buy. Plug it in right here, or plug it inside of my jacket, or on the top, whatever it is, but it's now wireless. Or you can even hold it while you're talking, having a conversation. Like, what's up, guys? Welcome to my listing. Here we're walking in and walking, whatever, X, Y, Z, you're having a conversation with it. There's even an adapter that you can purchase for this that makes it appear like an actual mic. So there's a stem on the bottom of it. there's a ball that goes on top of it, and it appears like an actual mic, and it's a wireless mic for your cell phone. And this allows you to have clear audio further away. Invest into the Rode mic. Move on to the next. Here's a second option. It's a lavalier mic. It's a wireless. So lavalier mic, wireless. Wire has a wire. The wireless is the first option. All right, so get yourself a mic. Susie training.
Dave, really quick question.
Yeah, jump in anytime you guys want.
Is it the 720 that I'm looking at on my cell phone when you set 30 FTPs, or is it the 1080? So that gives you a choice of three of them. I mean, two of them, I'm sorry.
Yes. So you're actually going to change it to 4K.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, change it to 4K.
4K 30?
4K 30, correct.
Okay,
And you're going to
perfect.
save that as your natural setting.
Okay,
So
perfect. Thank
anytime
you.
that- you're very welcome. So anytime that you open your camera, it should look like that. Please look at the top corner. Does everyone see 4K 30? All right. So you want to make sure that you have that. When you're recording yourself, use your primary rear-facing lens. Use your primary rear-facing lens. If you use your forward-facing lens, your quality when you upload to an app, re-download, re-upload back into social will diminish. Is it a big difference? Well, yeah, it's not that big of a difference. But when you're editing and you're taking it to these different softwares, you will begin losing quality of the image. So this is why I always recommend filming at a higher frames per second and at 4K resolution, so that you have, while your video is going through all those transitions, you still have the best looking picture possible. So your phone settings should be 4K, 30 frames per second. Can someone tell me how many frames per second does your eye see things? What are the frames per second in which your eyes naturally see? Not everyone at once.
Yeah.
All right, no one knows. Here we go. Your eyes naturally see at 24 frames per second. Your eyes naturally see, this is 24 frames per second. Pay attention to the drag time. Pay attention to the drag. Actually, let me stop sharing my screen so you can see it. Okay, here we go. Pay attention to the drag time when I'm going left to right on 24 frames per second. Now watch this. Look at the drag time now with 60 frames per second. Does anyone notice a difference? Probably not from your angle. There's a humongous difference. Let's do this. Watch. I'll record and then I'll show you the recording. This is 60 frames per second. And this is 24 frames per second. Look at the difference. That is a 24 frames per second. Here's a 60 frames per second. So you guys can always test it afterwards. Anyone notice the difference? 60 frames per second adds more frames in your video shoot per each second that it films. So it's going to be a lot smoother, but it's also going to look a lot more awkward and just not natural. It's going to look unnatural. You can film 60 frames per second while you're filming something. While you're editing, it's going to lose some quality. It's okay, but it might be too much. It still might look too smooth and too fine. For property tours, when you're not in it, probably best. When you're inside of it, I would probably do 30 frames per second. That's most natural. With your forward camera, primary rear facing lens. Also, your videos, 60 seconds or 90 seconds at max. 60 seconds or less traditionally, and if you want to do 90 seconds, that's only if you know what you're doing. If you know how to keep the audience's attention through the video. If you don't know how to keep an audience's attention through the video, don't touch the 1.5 minute mark. Here's why. Right now, Instagram is making a heavy push for content creators who can keep the audience engaged the longest. They will reward you if your videos have longer watch time. They will expose your audience, they will expose your videos to more people. Can someone tell me what Instagram's objective is at the end of the day? When you boil it all down, what does Instagram want the most?
To keep people on
More
their
users.
platform.
Yes.
Eyeballs.
Yes, I think that was Catherine who said that. Catherine, can you say that again?
To keep people on their platform.
The number one responsibility of Instagram is to keep people on their platform. And if they show your video and you have horrible lighting, horrible sound, people are clicking on your video and they're getting off in 3 seconds because they don't want to watch the rest of it, you are hurting their objective. They're saying, dang, Gabe, you suck, bro. We're not going to show your videos to any more people because every time people log on to Instagram, they watch your stuff, they bounce. We don't want that. But, oh, wait, we got Angel and Patty over here, and their videos are crushing it. People are watching 30 seconds of 30 seconds. They're watching 15 seconds of 15 seconds. Let's punish Gabe by exposing his videos to less of his audience. And let's reward Angel and Patty by exposing them on the Explorer page, the For You page, whatever you want to call it, by the suggested videos. Let's show them to more of the audience. Because now Angel and Patty are creating content that are keeping people on the platform. So we have to create our videos that keep people engaged with Instagram's objective. If you want to win at Instagram, then play Instagram's game the right way. Post recording tips. Film each video and then take a photo for a thumbnail. So while you're there filming, have a little checklist, have a video filming checklist that you take to every filming so you don't forget any of these things that I'm teaching you. You need to take a thumbnail that's intentional for that video. And your thumbnail needs to create some sort of, solicit some sort of emotion. Happy, sad, curious, like elicit some sort of emotion. Because what's going to happen is when someone goes onto your, let's be real. How many of you guys will literally go through your real estate agents? Let's say if you're a consumer, would you literally go to your real estate agent's page, and would you scroll through every single video on your real estate agent's page, or maybe you were referred to somebody? Would you sit here and scroll through all these videos if they had no captions on them, looking for the FHA video? Would you sit there and watch every single video looking for the one that's about, and none of them have a title on it? You got to guess which one's FHA. Damn, they said this guy's always talking about FHA and VA and conventional financing and 2-1 buy downs. Where's the information at? And if there's no thumbnail on there and I can't find it, I'm not going to scroll anymore. But what if you had your video with a thumbnail on it that says everything you need to know about the FHA loan? How to get a lower interest rate. And now when I go on your Instagram page, I'm like, oh, I get it. I can see what I should do if I'm a new real estate agent. I should see which video is how to manage my file during escrow. It says it right there. Training, it says training, managing file during escrow. If I'm a real estate agent and I want to manage my file during escrow, I want to watch that video. So create a thumbnail that's intriguing and look at the background. Intentional. Success occurs when opportunity meets preparation. That was intentional because I knew that a real estate agent who wants to grow their business understands that type of quote. Latitude, day one. Does anyone know who that picture is of that tall gentleman next to me? Just go ahead.
Gary.
Yeah.
Gary
Who's Gary?
The president of NAREP.
Exactly. This is the man. He's the founder. He's the one he's the face of NAREP. So intentionally with NAREP, I put a thumbnail of him. My point to you is this: make sure, look at handling conflicts. Me scratching my head like, oh, damn, I'm in some stuff. Handling conflict. This video right here on the right-hand side. Right here, this picture with my son. train up a child in the way of the Lord, and look what he's doing. He's on my shoulders with his hands lifted high, praising the good Lord with his hands in the air. I want to make sure that that image is congruent with the message that I'm trying to deliver. Am I making my point? Be intentional with that thumbnail. Have a photo that is, take a photo while you're there at your video shoot, something that is congruent with the message you're trying to deliver to your audience. In your post, after you post it, make sure that you have 3 to 7 relevant hashtags. About 4 weeks ago, Instagram, I forgot his name, one of the founders said that they're going to stop allowing these 30 hashtag things because people were abusing them. And I, Gabe Mendez, I saved some hashtags to follow. I want to see what's trending on that topic. And a lot of people, not just the real estate industry, they were using these hashtags to expose their video to all these audiences. And what ended up happening was the audience would flag that video and say it was not relevant, or they'd stop following the hashtag. Again, you're not playing Instagram's rules. So they would stop showing those videos. So now you want to use 3 to 7 relevant hashtags. You don't need a lot. And you're not going to put it in your comment section. You are going to put it in the caption section. Lastly, add captions to each video. Any questions about that? Can't see you guys. I need to find you 1 sec. Let's see. Where are you guys? 1 second, folks. I think I lost you. Oh, there we go. Okay. All right, now we're going to discuss best practices for your videographer. So as of right now, we talked about you and your cell phone. We discussed what your settings should be on your cell phone. We discussed how you should frame yourself in the grid. We discussed audio. We discussed visual. We discussed sounds that support it. We discussed the thumbnail. So now you have a framework for creating a really good, engaging video on Instagram. The best engaging video on Instagram. Now we're going to talk about best practices for your videographer. One thing that I learned in real estate when I was filming with a lot of different people, I got frustrated. I was upset because I didn't know how to articulate to a video guy that there's a certain part of this video that I like, and I couldn't articulate it into words. And I would get frustrated, be like, no, look at this video. This is what I want it to look like. And he would say, oh, okay. And he would recreate it and he would miss the mark completely. And until I started figuring out the terminology, I'm like, oh, this is the language of it. So if you want to have videos that look like mine, that are very high engaging, that are very fun, light bringing, that actually bring in listings and buyers, then here's what I tell my guys. Tips for your videographer. Number 1, tell them to film in 4K. It's better quality when uploading and allows more editing options. Number 2, bring a shotgun mic and a wireless lavalier mic. Both will serve a purpose. Does anyone know what a shotgun mic is? Can someone tell me what a shotgun mic is?
Is it a mic that just goes off the camera?
There you go. That's it.
Yeah.
It's just a mic. You have a camera like this. Let's say this is your camera, and there's a mic that just sits on top of it right here. Shotgun mic. That shotgun mic is good for, let's say you're in a fixed setting. Let's just say you're in a rush. You have to run and gun. He can go and capture that shotgun mic will capture whatever's in front of it. So if he's in an audience and you're vlogging, let's say the shotgun mic's pointing in your direction. If he changes the direction of the camera, it will start picking up the audio from the person next to you. So if you don't have time to mic every person up individually, that shotgun mic can serve a purpose. You want that shotgun mic and you want him to have a lavalier mic every time he goes to film you, he or she. Tell him to bring a gimbal. This is a stabilizer for the video. So you guys can see this right here on my other phone that I have. This one doesn't have it. Here, this is like a handheld, but the gimbal is an automatic stabilizer for the video. So when your guy is running around, he's going up and down, it stabilizes the video the entire time so it stays smooth. You want them to have a gimbal. There are times when it's appropriate not to have a gimbal. There are times when it's appropriate to grab the camera like this and you're walking around and you're getting the natural bumps. That's okay too sometimes. When filming in sun, ask them to bring a sun visor to soften up the light. You want to make sure that they have something that goes over your head. If you're going to be filming at noon, have them bring that visor over your head so you can stand underneath it. This is what news anchors do. You might see them out in the middle of the day. Well, Gabe, I don't have a building. There's no sun to protect me from it. Great. Have them get a sun visor. It can prop itself up. It stands above you. You're standing underneath it. It's out of the shot and you have soft lighting over you. You provide your video guy with a shot list. Can someone tell me what a shot list is? We have 13 minutes, so get all your questions out right now. Can someone tell me what a shot list is? Have any of you guys filmed a video before and we got it back and then you were upset because your video guy didn't capture a certain portion of the video you wanted him to capture on camera? Like, dude, why didn't you film that? Like, why didn't you get the shot of this? Or why didn't you film it in a way that made me look like this? Has anyone run into that problem? Thumbs up, thumbs down, thumbs up if you have. Yeah, you see a couple of thumbs up, thumbs down, some thumbs up. Okay. The reason this happens is because you did not provide your video guy with a shot list. All my camera guys, before we go out and film, I give them a shot list. I want you to capture this, that, and the other. So let me give you an example, the NAREP video. Before we went out to the NAREP video, I asked my guy to please, I sent him a shot list and I said, can you please capture these images? Let me show you that example of those images that I had him capture. And while I'm pulling the video up so you guys can see a live example. Here it is. Boom, boom, boom. Here we go.
Hey everyone, this is Herman Esquipian Jr. from Houston, Texas, here in San Diego at the NAREP Latitude Conference. Just stepped out of a class that was led by Gabe and Nancy, and I was learning how to scale my business through social media. I learned some amazing new tactics. Be authentic, be consistent, and post great content that will engage and connect with my clients.
Gabe nos explicó que fueron muy importantes para nosotros, pues cómo hacer el engagement con nuestra comunidad, la importancia que es de establecer una audiencia que te siga y que puedas conversar con ellos para conocer sus necesidades y suplirlas también. Saludos desde Puerto Rico.
Special breakout with Gabe Mendez. It was so good, a power-packed hour of just great information about social media. We're not just realtors, we're primarily a marketing company, but we have to come with that mindset. He's a top performer, a top marketer. He really inspired me to do other things about marketing. Looking forward to do more things with him. Hey everyone, this is Herman Esquipian Jr. from Houston.
All right, so during that shot list of this video, I sent over to my camera crew. I said, I want a few things. When you're filming my segment, I want you to get really tight shots that make the room to appear very packed. That's a shot list. So now they know what they're going in there for. Number two, I said, I want multiple testimonials when the thing is finished. I want someone who's young and old, someone who speaks English and Spanish. You're going to capture all of them and you're going to ask them testimonials about the training. Here are the questions that I want you to ask them during those interviews. And I guided them in that because I'm not going to leave it up to someone else to help me brand my business and get in clients. That's my responsibility. I just don't have the time to film everything, and he's much better at filming. But my intention behind it is I need someone to watch this video and who was not at Latitude. And what I want you to take away from it was that was a badass training. It was standing room only. People were taking photos. They were writing notes down. And then you hear the testimonials afterwards. So a shot list is nothing more than you telling him which angles, what questions, what type of mood, and what the overall setting and goal is for that video. You might tell him, hey, give me a motivational video. And he misses the mark completely because you didn't tell him, bro, film down, film up, go pan sideways, look over someone's shoulder in the audience and make it look like you're sitting in the chairs like everyone else is. Give them the shot list of what you want them to film. It's extremely important when you're speaking with the videographer and having them film your videos. Oh, where's my presentation? This is what happens when I go back and forth, man. I get too excited and I lose my slides. Oh, there it is. Number 6, you want to request multiple pieces of content from one shoot. What I tell my videographer team is I want them to give me Gary V style video, which is like that 30-second, 40-second, 15-second, 1 point content. Just get me capturing one idea and just give me videos for that. Give me a bunch of like one idea videos. I also tell them, give me a vlog style, give me an overview of the entire event, filming it. So someone who didn't show up can see me behind the scenes doing all of that. Give me the behind the scene kind of video. Also, I tell them, so just that's an idea right there. So just multiple pieces of content. You want to try to extract the most out of it. You want them to try to film vertically and horizontally. I repurposed a lot of stuff over to YouTube. I haven't started blowing up my real estate YouTube page yet, but there's a lot of content on there that I haven't heavily pushed. And then let them know to leave space. If you want a 90-second video, tell them to leave about 4 or 5 seconds at the very end for your end card that gives them your number, a QR code, your email address. So you'll see at the end of every single video, my face pops up with my picture. What ends up happening is if you don't tell your guy this in advance, they're going to film a 90-second video and you're going to have no room for that card at the very end. Your job is to try to get someone to slide in your DM quickly. Best apps for your iPhone that I use to help me edit my videos is InShot, Visco, VSCO, and Video Leap. Your video script when you're filming number one, you need to have a hook. Number two, you need to be yourself, just amplified. Bring a higher level of energy, a higher level of charisma. If naturally you are a person who likes to just be very chill, relaxed, and calm, that's okay. But just be chill, relaxed, and calm with a little more energy, amplified. If you're someone who likes to be like over the top, like, oh my gosh, I come over here and I'm doing these crazy things and all that stuff, keep doing that because that's who you are. Number four, you'll be very clear when you communicate. So make sure that you're opening your mouth, you're enunciating, you're hitting your T's, your S's. This is very important because I've seen a lot of people slur their words together and it's very difficult to understand what you're saying on video. So don't do that. Enunciate your words while you're on camera. There are some exercises that you can do that'll help you enunciate more. Do any of you guys do vocal exercises in the morning? This is why it's important for cameras on. Do you have thumbs up? Vocal exercises. Does anyone do vocal exercise in here? Thumbs up if you do vocal exercises. Cameras on, team. Come on, cameras on. We're all late. We're all tired. We all look busted.
Does singing count?
Does singing counts? Yeah, singing counts. It's a vocal exercise. I love it. Cameras on, guys. I know we're tired. Trust me, I'm tired too. I got 2 kids over there waiting for me, but I'm doing this for you. Thumbs up. Yes. Any vocal exercises? No vocal exercises. Okay, here we go. Vocal exercises in the morning are very important. Here are 3 simple vocal exercises that you guys can do. Belting, which is where you're going, where you're strengthening your diaphragm. What you're doing here when you're belting is you're engaging your diaphragm. Diaphragm is what's responsible for projecting your voice. A lot of people speak from their throat. They're up here when they talk. Well, they're very nasally. They're all the way up here at the nose, and they sound like that. So what you want to do is you want to come from your diaphragm. How do you naturally project a powerful voice without having to be loud? How do you do it? You don't have to be loud to have a powerful voice. You belt to identify. It's a mind-body connection. I want to have a mind-body connection. I want to feel my diaphragm. So when you do that, you'll feel your abs contracting and there's one muscle in the middle that's tucked behind all of it. That is your diaphragm. Number 2, first thing in the morning, you want to warm up your voice. So we do things like, I don't remember the technical term of it, but it's like where you're hitting different keys and then you come back down like la, 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 right? And you can look online for that. But the way that you do it so you don't damage your vocal cords if you're not used to it is like this. And then you loosen up and you find your different ranges. The third thing you do is breathing exercises. Breathing exercises will actually open up your chest cavity, open up your stomach cavity, and allow you to intake more air in your breath while you're speaking. Remember, the power of your voice, it comes from the air behind it. So if you can open up your chest, if you could open up your stomach, it allows you to project your voice with less effort. If you've ever caught people, maybe yourself personally, running out of air while you're speaking, it's because you haven't practiced your breath. Open up your chest cavity, open up your gut, and allow yourself to project that voice. I can't go too far into that training because we have 4 minutes left. Let me move on to the next slide. Okay, the other thing is make eye contact with the camera and smile. A lot of people act really weird on camera. Like they just like they try to like do those cool scenes where they just like show your face for a little bit. And like you go like this to the camera and the camera moves away. And you'll step back in the camera and you'll be like, and it goes that way. And you're like, you're being weird, bro. It's like, what are you doing? Like you wouldn't do that when you're door knocking. You wouldn't open up the door and someone opens the door and they're like, and you walk out like, no. Yo, smile at the camera, be engaging, show your eyes, smile, you're looking at it, have a conversation. Well, Gabe, I have a hard time making eye contact and focusing on my script. Well, did you know that Leonardo DiCaprio is one of the highest paid actors in the entire world? And you know what he does? He gets a script, he reads it, he memorizes it, and then he internalizes it. Internalize it. You want to make a lot of money on video? You want people calling you to give you 6% listings and sliding your DM? You want buyers hitting you up? Then you best believe you better practice that script. You best believe that you better have the best lighting. The worst films in history are the ones with poor lighting, poor actors, poor scripts. The videos that do the best, you're talking about like Titanic, the ones that actually make you feel something, are the actors who've internalized their script and their role. You got to internalize your script. You got to internalize your role. You're talking about hundreds of thousands of dollars because you haven't felt like mastering your script yet. What are you doing? Master your script. Get behind it. Memorize it first. People say, I don't like to memorize my script. I like to shoot from the hip. Good. I bet you anything, your closings from social media, direct, when you're talking about outbound intentional videos, I bet you anything, those videos directly correlate to how many DMs you get about selling and buying. If you take intention behind it and you actually study your script, you study when to downswing, you study when to slow down a little bit. You know when to use your hands because it emphasizes the points that you're trying to make. And you're like, look at this humongous living room. If you look over here to my left and then to my right, can you believe that? When you take time to do those things, it's going to show in your videos and you're going to have people self-enroll. This is why actors get paid a lot of money to make a video, a movie, because they practice those roles. There's nothing different than you doing it. You have to do the same thing. Number 6, I want you guys to make your point in the video. Can you guys please? Let me see. I got you, John. I'll mute you. Make your point in the video, make it fast. Don't sit there and ramble on. Remove all of your filler words. Here's an exercise that all of you can do to become better video makers. Here we go. I need all of you to write this down. Please write this down. I want you to film your next video, either listing video or education video. Film the next video, and here's what you're going to do to make sure that you're better at it. Number 1, when you film it, you are going to turn the audio all the way down to 0. And you're only going to watch your actions. That's the first step. Turn the audio all the way down and watch your action. What are the weird things you're doing with your eye and your face when you're talking? What kind of weird twitches do you have with your hands when you're talking? There's a lot of people that do a lot of weird things. Watch it in silence. This is going to help you visually improve your video. Then you're going to watch the same video again, but you're going to turn the camera around and you're going to turn the volume all the way up. And now you're just going to listen to yourself. Now you're going to be able to determine what your bad speaking patterns are. Perhaps you upswing. Hi, welcome to 1234 Main Street. Today I'm selling this home. I'm with Cox Cable Real Estate. And it just pitches every time up. You listen to the audio of the video. Maybe you have a lot of ums. Is there anyone in this room that is uncomfortable with pregnant pauses? Anyone who's uncomfortable with pregnant pauses, like when you're making a statement, you're talking to someone, and then you need a moment to think? And in between thinking, you'd rather say, and by the way, those very bad habits. You won't know that unless you listen to it over. So step number 1, record the video. Step number 2, turn the volume down, just watch yourself. Step number 3, turn the video around, turn the volume all the way up and just listen to it. This is going to allow you to make that video much better and repeat that exercise with people around you so they can help you improve the quality of that. I am over time. I'm so sorry. I will make this last portion very fast. I want to honor and respect everyone's time. So we're just going to move over to a Q&A section. If you guys please can, take out your phone, scan this QR code right here. I don't know what it leads to. I think I told my marketing guy to send it to this worksheet or the slides, but scan it and tell me where it goes. I literally just got this like 5 minutes after we started. And I told him I needed it to be value-based, the PDF slides. If it's not the PDF slides, sorry that you just did that, but I'll get the PDF slides to you a little later.
It took us to book me.
Okay. Yeah, that wasn't supposed to be it. You don't have to book me. You guys have me whenever
Book
you
a
want.
call. That's what it was, Gabe. That's okay. You
Thank you,
look
Patty.
cute on that.
Oh.
Here you go.
Hey, Patty, I have a question for you.
Sure, go for it.
Beard or no beard?
I like beer, believe it or not. I've been married to Angel for 34 years and I've begged him. I've literally begged him for years to let it grow. But he doesn't like to because he says it doesn't look clean. But you know what? It still looks clean, you know, when you keep it nice and shape, you know, but I like it personally. But I don't know how your wife feels about it.
She's indifferent. She's torn. She doesn't even know what she wants sometimes. So yeah, it's okay. No, if you know my wife, she's hot one day, then 2 seconds later she's cold. But that's why I love her. She keeps me on my toes.
You know what? We're all like that. We're all like that. We're all guilty of something like that. But I love it if you ask me though, you know, so.
Thank you, Patty. Thank you.
Of course.
All right, last few minutes. I want to honor everyone's time. Open questions and answers. Let's do a Q&A. And I see the chat box. I'm going to open that up to see if there's any questions there.
Gabe, just tighten up a little bit, trim into it, let it grow out, but like keep trimming into it so it's tight.
Thank you, brother. Thank you for that.
Hi, Gabe. I just had a quick question. What was that virtual assistant website for videos that they edit the video for you? What was the website?
It's onlinejobs.ph. And that's actually just a website for all virtual assistants in the Philippines. Amelia says, show it again, please. I don't know what you're referring to. It's 20 smoother interaction. Gary Acosta, can you send a copy of the PowerPoint? Carla, yes, can you please fill out that little thing so we can send it over to you? I'll have my assistant send it out tomorrow afternoon. Best apps for caption. Honestly, I just do everything inside of Instagram with the captions. I just do that and I edit them inside. It saves the most time for me. Samina says, what is the best video editing app? InShot is the best video editing app. That would be a great training, Gabe. Which training, Lamighty? Preach, Melissa says. Thank you. I think I might become a pastor one day. Angel and I need that. Awesome. Thank you, Carla, Team Godinez. Awesome. Are there any other questions before we log off?
Gabe, which video editing did you say was the best?
The best video editing app is InShot. INSHOT.
Okay, thank you.
Gabe, the training was the diaphragm exercises and the speaking exercises that you mentioned.
How many of you guys, by show of hands, thumbs up, would be interested in a speech class on how to communicate more effectively? Yeah. Okay. Then we'll do that. I'll put that on the agenda so we can do that. I was in Toastmasters for almost 10 years. I competed at a national level and I almost won the Toastmasters International Speech Competition. I was one of the youngest competitors they ever had, and I am the best. I know I was the best. I just didn't have all the friends in there to make the things happen in my favor, but that's a different story for a different time. What other questions do we have?
Gabe, I took a picture of where you said on the app that the best apps for the iPhone was InShot, Vesco, and VideoLeap. Which one do you like the best and that works for you the best?
InShot is the best for editing the video overall. Visco is the best for color grading and doing like a thumbnail. And VideoLeap is the best one for creating a fast-paced, high-energy video without having to do anything except putting the pictures in it. And that one's a really good one. VideoLeap, it's expensive, but look at it. Ready? Watch this. Check this out. This is what it does. So what it did was all I had to do was I had to upload videos into it and pictures, and it cut them all for me, it edited it for me, and it cut it to the music, and it chose the music.
Oh, that sounds good. It looks really good. It looks cool.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
So basically, it's best that we have all three. So you can utilize each one of the apps depending on what kind of video you're doing, correct?
Exactly. Yeah.
Gabe, can I just go to your house and you do my videos for me?
Man, well, at least this time you're asking me. Last time you smooth talked me into it. I got you, Angel. Anything for you, bro. I got you. What other questions do we have? I do have a few more minutes, but I just want to be respectful of all your time. What other questions do we have? Maybe you have a video that you're filming soon. Maybe you're having trouble with your video guy. Maybe you're stuck on something. Right now is the best time to do it. What questions do we have?
Is there certain colors that are more appealing on video and that are not appealing on video?
Not so much colors, but saturation and brightness are very important. You want to make sure that your whites are not too blown out, and the saturation of the colors, you want to turn it up a little bit. So your oranges, your reds should be very vibrant and bright in your video shoots. But you also have to be careful with how much white is coming on the background. So when your camera guy is filming during the day outside in sunlight, make sure they have what's called an ND filter on front of the camera. It's going to filter out a lot of the light, yet still keep the brightness. So they can, in post editing, they can turn up the saturation, keep the brightness low without affecting the overall quality of the video. So yes, that's a good question.
Gabe, I'm a novice to this. I literally haven't done like one video, and like I tried to use like that CapCut thing. Like, is there a recommendation for something to watch to help me understand how to even like edit?
On the videos, they have tutorials on how to do it. The best way to learn though is to just put a video inside of the app and begin playing with it and seeing how it works. That was how I did it. I don't have the patience for a tutorial video. And I just uploaded it and just started playing with it. I'm like, oh, this button does that, this button does this. And then I just sat there and got really good at it. I probably would not delegate this to anyone when you're first starting off, or if you do not have a budget for a marketing team, do not delegate this off to a virtual assistant, because you're literally giving away the most important part of your business to someone else. The two most important parts in real estate is the marketing first, and then your sales skills. The hardest thing in any business is to get someone to walk in through your door and say, I want to buy or sell with you. That's the hardest part. And the reason that they do that when you're first starting off is because of your marketing, because of the flyer, your website, your online presence. So it's really important that you take control of that, because that's what's going to determine they walk in. And then your sales skills will determine if you can close them or not.
What do you
recommend? Quick question on that. I'm good.
Sorry, just real quick. So what do you recommend me, new to the area, door knock, cold call? Like I did cold call. Like, what do you, obviously the marketing, I mean, the video content's going to be, 3 hours a day here, 3 hours a day there and elsewhere. So I figured door knock, cold call, video content. What would you recommend?
Right now, you have to do a mixture of both. In this market, you have to do everything. In this market specifically, it's a contact sport. Whoever can make the most contacts in this market is going to win. And a majority of your day should be spent prospecting. I'm talking a majority of your day. The problem that I'm seeing with a lot of the agents that I'm coaching right now is that they spend a lot of time doing busy work, not productive work. And you should be doing things like door knocking, calling, and creating social media content and reaching out to friends. Honestly, in my honest opinion, 6 to 8 hours a day, if you don't have a business established, should be on prospecting. Outbound efforts to get people to come in through your door. 6 to 8 hours. Look, if you get a job, they're going to force your ass to sit there and work for 6 to 8 hours and get a break. But the thing is, when you become a licensed agent, most people feel that they have the liberty to do whatever they want. Isn't that weird that when you have a job, a W-2 job, you will sit down and do what you're told to do because you're forced to do it, but you will work your ass off building their business. But the moment that you have a license and the freedom to do what you want, you're not going to put the same energy and effort into it. That blows my mind, bro. That blows my mind when people do it. Not that you do it, but it blows my mind that people won't put more effort into their business. 8 hours a day you should spend in your business, building your business. The extra 2 to 4 hours every day should be on your business, system and processes. You're doing it for someone else, you might as well just do it for yourself.
Thank you.
What else? You're welcome. Cool. I think that's it.
Dave, I have another question.
Yeah.
So can we have a class on how to use the Instagram to its peak? Like, what buttons are for, how to post, what does the little arrow mean? Because like for me, I'm old school and I'm probably the oldest one here too, Angel and I. But my whole point is that when I post simple, like on my Instagram, and the thing is that sometimes it's like, I know there's additional features when you're on the app that you could, like the little 3 dots. I just found out those are pictures, how many pictures were posted on that, right? So, and I know all of you young people are really good at it, especially you. So can you give us a class on stuff like that?
Yeah, let me write that down. We'll do like an Instagram 101. How do you
honestly, Gabe, I have a marketing team and they do it. I have no idea how to use this darn thing. So that's why I logged on to see if I would learn from you.
Yeah.
I did now.
Oh, when Angel told me, I said, let's do it. I'm gung ho. I need to learn this.
Absolutely. And you know what would be fun for both of you, since I follow you on social media, it would be great if you guys brought us behind the scenes of Angel and Patty, because your marketing team does a really good job at showing the professional side. I would love to see you guys do this. Pull out your phone
Look,
and
you'll see the bruises you see right there. She hit me. We can't do that.
No, that's going to get you, that's going to go viral. That's what you want. So continue giving it to him, Patty. No, I'm kidding.
He's throwing a little comedy show here. That's
love
what
that.
happens when you've been married 34 years.
Wow, that's such a blessing. Congratulations on that. That's
Thank
so
you.
awesome. I love that. And if there's no more questions, I'm going to wrap it up right here. Thank you guys. I want to honor and respect your time for this evening. Thank you guys for jumping on board. I do ask two favors from you. Favor number one is that you guys please go out there, take this information and begin immediately implementing it. There's no bigger blessing to me than to watch you guys go out there and just start implementing what you're learning. The second thing I want to ask all of you guys, if you guys got any value of it, please take a picture, take a screenshot, and then post it onto Instagram, tag me on your story. This way we can continue influencing other people as we grow. And lastly, if you have any questions, just slide in my DM. I do take a few days to get back to everybody. Just give me some patience on that, but I will get back to all of you. So thank you guys. Have a wonderful evening. And we will see you guys on the next training.
Thank you, Gabe.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Gabe. That was really nice class. I loved it.
Thank you.
Thank you guys. Good night.
Have a good evening, everybody.
Night.